Canadians seem to think that anything you do during the winter has to do with as little friction as possible, whether it's skating on a skating rink or sliding down a rink on a curling rink or getting on a wooden plank and sliding downhill on a toboggan. We all know that tobogganing is dangerous. That's the risk we take when we get bundled up and go out on the hills. But what happens when somebody does get hurt? Some southwestern Ontario municipalities like Hamilton and Orangeville have actually banned tobogganing and put in tobogganing bylaws. Here in London, not so much. I spoke with John McLennan, who's the risk manager for the city of Hamilton, to get an idea of why they have a bylaw prohibiting tobogganing.
You know, as far as I know, it's for sure been around since the city amalgamated with its area municipalities in 2001, and it simply says no tobogganing on city property.
In 2009, the city of Hamilton was sued by someone who severely injured his back after sledding down a hill and hitting what he called a hidden hazard.
Since that incident, we have, particularly since the judgment, which came many years later, we've endeavored to, ramp up awareness of the bylaw, and by that I mean bigger signs, more signs.
But when it comes to risk here in the Forest City, the rules aren't the same. London's risk manager, Jason Wills, says London has never had a tobogganing ban and doesn't think there ever will be.
We don't have any bylaws that ban tobogganing, so we're kind of neutral on the whole matter, and we understand that tobogganing is an activity that's going to happen every winter.
And perhaps unsurprisingly, that's how most Londoners feel too.
No, I can't imagine why they'd want to ban it. Like we've been here all day. We haven't seen any accidents. Nobody's been hurt. There's been no tears. I mean, what's the harm?
Kids need to be safe, obviously, when they're out here on the hills, right? I've seen some parents put helmets on their kids and whatnot.
It'd be a sad day, I'll tell you that much. Look at all these kids out here having a good time.
Everyone complain about kids not getting enough physical activity. This is like the only physical activity you see kids always come outside for. You never see them playing soccer or street hockey anymore, so.
These Western University students fashioned sleds out of kiddie pools. It was all they had. And they, like everyone that wants to toboggan down the hill, know the risks involved no matter what you use to slide.
And people get hurt,
hurt all the time.
You know the dangers when you're coming out to do stuff like this. You can't.
Yeah,
nothing is all safe.
We turned out fine.
Yeah.
Sledding happens at a number of places in the city, not just here at Doige Park, conveniently located beside St. Joseph's Hospital. As you can see here on UC Hill at Western University, tracks that would imply people have been sliding down along with cardboard boxes and cafeteria trays scattered about. London's risk manager Jason Wills says that although it's not the city's responsibility for the injuries someone sustains, if people are sledding on your private property, you may be at fault.
I guess as a private property owner, you would be able to post your property that the activity is not allowed, or you could post it as no trespassing.
There are risks associated with tobogganing, we all know that, but for Londoners, the pros outweigh the cons, and if you come home with a broken arm, at least it makes for a good story. Tom Fraser, XFM News.